Thank you for joining this lesson. We're going to do linear inequalities. Form the three inequalities that satisfy the given region. So we got a given region here labeled R. It has been bounded by some lines of boundaries, and these are, we have L2 here. This is L3, L2, and L1 is this one. So L1, L2, and L3. Now we are finding the inequalities which satisfy the given region. So for us to get the inequalities satisfying the region, we usually find the equations of these borderlines. And I can begin with the borderline L1. So for L1, I just need two coordinates along L1, and any definite coordinates are going to be picked. For example, we got 0, 0, and another coordinate is just here. This is a 1, 3. 1, 3. Therefore, we can get gradient for the first borderline. The gradient is going to be 3 minus 0, that is change in y, out of 1 minus 0, that is a change in x-axis. 3 out of 1, which is 3. So we can now do the equation whereby gradient is given by change in y out of change in x. Y minus the y coordinate in one of the coordinates, then x minus the x coordinate in the given point here. So we can cross multiply and have 3x minus 3, because this 3 goes with everything here, y minus 3. To remain with y, we can have it equal to y equals to 3x. So minus 3 and minus 3 cancels one another. That is now the borderline. The second thing to do is to take a coordinate within the desired region. And this is a coordinate like this one. We can use coordinate negative 2, 1. You can use coordinate negative 2, 1. Now with this coordinate, we will fix where we have x a negative 2 and where we have y a 1. Then we compare the inequality that we will switch instead of the equal sign. Therefore, where we have 1, it's y. Then this side to be 3 by negative 2. This is 1 and negative 6. Now, the suitable inequality sign will be 1 is greater than negative 6. That means now, for this equal sign, we will have greater than. So y greater than 3x becomes the borderline 1, the inequality for the first borderline. Greater than. Remember, there is no or equal to, since the borderline is continuous. It is not continuous, sorry. It's a dotted line. We can go to the second line, L2. Now for L2, it's just an horizontal line passing through 2.5. 2.5, and that is y. So the line will be y equals to 2.5. That is the line. But now we need the points which are below that. That means we need y less than 2.5. This is the second borderline. That is the second borderline. There is the third one. There is the third one, which is here, L3. That is what we're going to work out now. So for L3, we can pick two coordinates lying on L3. And to begin with, I can just choose a line, a point like this one. This is a 0, negative 6. Then we have more points along the same borderline. A point like this one, this is going to be negative 2, negative 3. Negative 2, negative 3. Yeah, negative 2, negative 3. So now we can get gradient for the third line. This is going to give us negative 3, negative 6. Then I divide by negative 2 minus 0. This is going to give us we have positive 6 minus 3, 3 out of negative 2. So we get negative 3 over 2 as the gradient for this borderline. So we can get the equation for this borderline. Negative 3 out of 2 is equivalent to y minus negative 6 out of x minus 0. Therefore, we're going to have y positive 12. Yeah, positive 12. Because 2 is multiplying everything here. This should be 2y. 2y positive 6 by 2. Then negative 3x, this is a 0, disappears. So we can have it 2y equals to negative 3x. Then we have a negative 12. Yeah. It's not a must you divide through by the 2. It will still be a borderline at that point. We can use the same point, negative 2, 1, because it is within the desired region, to determine a suitable inequality sample for this. So we're going to have 2 by 1, and here we'll have negative 3, then x is negative 2 minus 12. So we're going to have 2. Then on this side, we shall have negative 6, negative 12. That will be negative 18. And 2 is greater than negative 18. 2 being greater than negative 18, then this borderline now becomes an inequality, and it will be 2y greater than, but now that the borderline is complete, or rather continuous, we will have it or greater than or equal to negative 3x minus 12. This is the third borderline. Thank you for following. Subscribe and share.